Hello friends, I have been back from my big field trip to the Four Corners region of the Colorado Plateau I've been back for like a week or a week and a half, and I am working on my book of photography from the trip. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put a link to the video up above where I share this project. But in the meantime, while y'all are waiting on me to finish up this book, I thought I would share with you some of the gear that I brought with me. The camera gear specifically, and like the computer and stuff. What did I bring with me to make this trip happen? Plus a couple of other gadget type things that related to my photography. So I did make a kit of all of this stuff. There's a link to it down in the description below. In that kit, I share most of the camera gear, backpacks, solar generator, stuff like that I have been using, and then links to like reviews of all those things. It's a nice, easy little kit. So if you're interested, go there. In the meantime, let me share a few of the items that I brought. I have them all conveniently placed right here. So I probably brought a wider variety of gear this time than I normally do on these trips. I think partially because I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. We didn't really have a plan, a solid plan for this trip. I kind of knew some certain places that I wanted to hit, but the weather and, when you're camping, like you never know what you're gonna get. And plus I didn't know all of the activities that I was gonna be doing. I knew I'd be outside, I knew I'd be hiking, but I was like, am I gonna be able to find some kayaking? I don't know, I didn't. But there was too much rain. But so yeah, let me share some of the variety of items. So I have my Nikon D810 here. I have been using my D500 a ton lately. In fact, I think that's what I brought on my last big trip. And this time I chose the D810 for a couple of different reasons. Number one, I was like, oh, my D810, I was feeling nostalgic because I haven't used it enough lately. But also it was this lens. This is the 24 to 85 f3.5 to f4.5 variable aperture lens. This was a kit lens that came with the D600. You can purchase it separately, but I didn't like the D600, but I did really like this lens. So this thing is compact, it's kind of lightweight. It also is super crisp. I love this lens. So that made this little setup good for hiking. I don't have a lens that is like this for my D500. I have like the 17 to 55 f2.8 lens, but it's bigger and heavier. So I liked this little compact setup for, like more my landscape shots, but I like that it zooms into 85 millimeters too. So there's that. That being said, I did bring this big lens. This is the 70 to 200 f2.8. I didn't think that I would really see a whole lot of wildlife on this trip. I knew that much of this trip was going to be in the desert. And so, lizards, they didn't disappoint. But yeah, I didn't see a whole lot of wildlife. So I'm glad that I made the decision to go with the smaller 70 to 200 over my newer and quite a bit larger 200 to 500. So there's that. But then I also wanted to bring some smaller stuff and some fun stuff. So not that these things aren't fun. I love my D810, don't get me wrong. But anyway, I brought my Nikon V1. That is something that you're not gonna see on the kit because Nikon doesn't make it anymore and I can't even find it really on Amazon anymore. So boo. But I did bring this many years old Nikon V1. I brought two lenses for it. I brought the 30 to 110, which I thought, I don't know, I just kind of threw it in there at the last minute for some compact telephoto, but I also brought the ultra wide. The ultra wide on the V1 is something that I bring often on trips because it's such a small and lightweight setup. I can just toss it in my bag. Ultra wide isn't my favorite way to shoot, but there are certain situations where I'm like, oh, I need ultra wide. So anyway, if you see any ultra wide shots in the book, that's going to be with this setup. And then just for a little bit of fun, because it's my newest camera and I just love it so darn much, the Fuji X100F. I love that thing. It's just fun to carry around with me. So when I was like, walking around in downtown Durango. I had that with me. And then for video, my Remoview K1. This is a little gimbal camera. It has, I have this microphone with the windsock on it. That's in the accessory kit. I love this thing. It's awesome. And this is how I shot almost all of the video on the trip. If you see other video, it's probably from the Mavic. So anyway, other things that you'll find on the list are my computer. I did choose to bring my older little 11-inch MacBook Air over like my newer, more powerful 15-inch MacBook Pro, because it was just a little bit easier. You know, I was camping, I was all over the place. So I wanted the easy stuff for the most part, the stuff that was easy for me to use. But like I had a hard drive that, an external hard drive that I used, and anyway, it's all on the kit. So in the kit, not on the kit. So yeah, that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching. And if you have any questions about any of the gear, if you have any questions about other stuff that I brought, like the action camera, what did I use that for? Or, which I didn't talk about here, but it's in the kit. Or, you know, what kind of tent do I have, or anything like that, let me know. And I will be sharing the book with you quite soon as I finish it, I promise. And that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching.